Mental beauty is meant to elicit a new way of thinking, living, and breathing. Mental beauty is meant to equalize the weight of physical and mental well-being. Mental beauty is meant to accept your whole self and others, regardless of ailment, compromise, or imperfection. Mental beauty is meant to be recognized and redefined as a do-over in thoughts, mindsets, perceptions, and future insights. So embrace it, embody it, become it, and own it boldly. And at the same time, your expression of it sparks curiosity and becomes someone else's learning, inspiration, motivation, empowerment, and hope. There are numerous interpretations of mental beauty as you give yourself permission to make it yours as you see fit. And no matter the perspective, with the openness of this invitational phrase of the mental beauty rethink, there is no right or wrong, good or bad, and absolutely zero judgment. Mental beauty allows you a new and clear lens to see mental well-being in the absence of stigma. Mental beauty becomes a much more invitational approach to break down barriers of mental stigma. Mental beauty is enveloped with full unconditional acceptance of yourself and of others. Mental beauty has the bountiful capacity to normalize mental well-being. When you embrace the mental beauty rethink concept, you automatically ignite that positive shift towards breaking down barriers of mental stigma. The collective richness of what this phrase has to offer is beneficial to all individuals, no matter what walk of life you come from or live in, all due to its shield against any form of negative connotation associations, while redefining what overall mental health is truly all about. Through the embodiment of the mental beauty rethink, each of you out there provide an opportunity to every individual in your community to be seen in equal light to physical health, which in turn achieves the endless possibilities for creating emotionally safe spaces for all to be in, while we fully immerse in self-healing, self-discovery, and self-fulfillment. I encourage each one of you out there to claim the mindset of the mental beauty rethink as your default way to view your world. Let this be a vow to each and every single one of us that we strive to make each of our communities globally open to emotional risk-taking, vulnerability, authenticity, unleashing, redefining, and continued storytelling. So, let's break that silence and tap into mental beauty. This is Salima Jadafji, your podcast host, a practicing social worker, and your mental wellness connoisseur. I am tremendously passionate and optimistic regarding all things mental health, with over 2 decades of experience in mental health across diverse sectors, including community services, private organizations, healthcare, and education. In my thriving private practice, as a specialist in transformational processes and trauma-informed practices, I lead as an expert in the mental health field, helping individuals navigate the complexities of anxiety, depression, perfectionism, grief, workplace and situational stressors, sleep disorders, among other challenges. Together, we navigate complexities using my deep understanding and professional skill set to empower my clients to regain control and thrive. My approach is deeply compassionate and committed, rooted in my life's purpose to serve and facilitate your journey towards healing and empowerment. Welcome to the Dare to Share Your Untold Story podcast, episode number 102, Mental Beauty Segments. Today we are focusing on navigating seasonal mental health challenges and changes. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the show as we step into a direction that allows us to dive deeper into mental beauty. I'm thrilled to have you all here as we continue our journey together. For those who are new to this podcast, a warm welcome from your self-care pro and mental wellness connoisseur. You're joining a community committed to breaking down the barriers of mental stigma and embracing the concept of mental beauty, a term which I have coined to intentionally invite each of you to embrace the nuances of what mental health is all about, while taking an approach that allows each of you to normalize, prioritize, equalize, and embody an invitational means of seeing and accepting mental well-being, and, of course, without any judgment. I am excited to continue our journey together. Remember to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast. Together, we can break down barriers of mental stigma and promote the mental beauty rethink to its highest level. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. As we get started, please remember the insights shared in this podcast are intended to enlighten and entertain, not to replace professional medical advice. If you have any concerns or need guidance, please seek help from your healthcare providers. Take gentle care of yourself and know that support is always available. Today's topic is about navigating seasonal mental health challenges and changes, inspired by episode 46, titled Stepping into an Unexpected Path of Truths, Leading Her to Something Incredible, with Stephanie Jones. In this episode, Stephanie shared her journey of navigating mental health challenges and the importance of being true to oneself. Her story is a powerful reminder of the resilience and courage it takes to face mental health struggles head on. Stephanie's journey is not just inspiring, it's also a testament to the power of vulnerability and the impact of living one's truth. Now, let's listen to some powerful insights from Stephanie's journey. Stephanie, what are your thoughts when you hear those words, the mental beauty rethink?
Yeah, I love it. And I actually, as you were describing how things are right now in regarding mental health, how we view it, we do talk about it quite a lot. Anyone who's a mental health advocate brings that up, right? We don't treat our mental health like we do our physical health. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, I was thinking about, I had a quote for today, and I was going to say mental health isn't sexy. Because it's true. No one wants to talk about it. They associate it with mm-hmm. terrible things, mm-hmm. and they only kind of see it that way. And I think because of that, we keep a lot of that inside. No one wants mm-hmm. to show what mentally they're going through. You might want to show how good you look when your hair's done and your makeup is done, mm-hmm. but you don't want to show that inner struggle and be vulnerable and open it up. So I love what you're trying to do here and thinking about, how do we make it beautiful? Because it is beautiful. Everyone's mm-hmm. journey and what they've been through, their growth, their story, they're all beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And so you talk about it. First words that come to mind for you is like mental health is not sexy. So then when you hear the word mental beauty, what's triggered in your mind?
Excitement and celebration, mm-hmm. Truth, and I think happiness too, because you're not going to get to happiness if you're still have a lot of unresolved issues inside or inner issues and your mental health is struggling.
Yeah, let's just embrace all parts of it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wasn't that insightful? Let's dive deeper into Stephanie's experiences and how they resonate with the mental beauty rethink concept. Thank you to Stephanie Jones for sharing such a profound message. In her episode, Stephanie talked about how embracing her truth was crucial while navigating the seasons and challenges of her mental health journey. If you haven't already, I encourage you to go back and listen to her full episode. Her words about the importance of being honest with oneself and others and the struggles she faced are incredibly moving and insightful. Now let's be serious. Stay on here with me for the moment as I have some important insights to share with you first, and then you can hop off and listen to her full episode. Let's explore how Stephanie's experiences align with the mental beauty rethink concept and what we can learn from her journey. Stephanie's idea of embracing her truth aligns perfectly with the mental beauty rethink concept. It's about viewing mental well-being through a new lens, free from stigma and judgment. Stephanie highlighted how mental health is often treated differently from physical health, and how people are hesitant to show their inner struggles. This stigma prevents many from seeking help or being open about their mental health challenges. Her message emphasizes that everyone's journey is beautiful and important, and true happiness can only be attained by being true to oneself and addressing unresolved issues. Now, I'd like to share a story from my own experience that fits perfectly with these themes. I remember working with a client who struggled deeply with self-doubt and the fear of being judged. Through our sessions, we focused on reframing her thoughts and embracing her vulnerabilities as strengths. One of the techniques we used was to journal her thoughts and identify patterns. We then worked on challenging those negative thoughts and replacing them with positive affirmations. It was amazing to see that transformation before my eyes. She went from feeling overwhelmed and paralyzed by fear to confidently managing her mental health. She learned to celebrate her small victories and appreciate her journey. This story reminds me of the importance of seeing mental beauty in all its forms. It's about acknowledging where you are, accepting it without judgment, and taking proactive steps towards improvement. Inspired by this, I know you are. So, I have some practical tips that you can start applying today that will help you to decrease the stigma and embrace your own mental beauty. Here are my 3 practical mental beauty tips to support you with navigating seasonal mental health challenges and changes inspired by today's discussion. The first one is establish a routine. Seasonal changes can disrupt our daily patterns, leading to feelings of instability. Establish a consistent routine that includes regular sleep, meals, and exercise. This structure can help maintain a sense of normalcy and stability. The second tip is engage in seasonal activities. Embrace the unique aspects of each season by participating in activities that bring you joy and connect you with the environment, whether it's hiking in the fall, ice skating in the winter, or gardening in the spring, or swimming in the lake in the summer. Engaging with the season can boost your mood and provide a full sense of fulfillment. And the third tip is stay connected. Seasonal changes can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation. So make an effort to stay connected with friends, family, or support groups. Regular social interaction can provide emotional support and help combat feelings of loneliness. My hope is that these tips will help you to navigate not only the literal seasonal changes that affect our mental health, but also the metaphorical seasons of our lives, each bringing its own set of challenges and opportunities for growth. I'd love to hear how you implemented these tips and what impact it had on you. So, share your experiences in the comments below. Let's take a moment to reflect on today's discussion and how we can apply these insights to our own lives. Remember, overcoming stigma starts with embracing your truth and acknowledging your journey. Every step you take towards mental beauty is a victory. Stephanie's journey teaches us that happiness and fulfillment come from being true to oneself and addressing our inner struggles. To leave you with something special, here's a mantra for today. I'm worthy of love and compassion. I embrace my journey and celebrate my mental beauty. You know what? I'm going to say it one more time. I am worthy of love and compassion. I embrace my journey and celebrate my mental beauty. I'm going to say this even one more time. And while I say it, I want you to make sure you're saying this to yourself right now in this moment. So one more time. I am worthy of love and compassion. I embrace my journey and celebrate my mental beauty. That's right. So take this mantra with you and let it really guide you through your day. Write it down, repeat it to yourself, and believe in its power. Now, doesn't that feel so awesome and fantastic? I thought so. Thank you all for being here, for supporting this podcast, and for being your unique, awesome selves. I'm excited about the amazing things we have on the horizon, including our upcoming retreats and webinars. Stay tuned for more details and make sure to check out our website for the latest newsletter for updates. All right. So if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to check out Stephanie Jones' episode 46 on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube. So now you can kick your feet back and hit play to give this episode a listen. Please recommend this episode to your friends or loved ones, and let's spread the message of mental beauty. P.S. My lovely mental beauty listeners, I still dare you to share the podcast with anyone who could benefit from these insights. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe, leave a review, share something amazing you want me to give a shout out for on your behalf. Just send an email to mentalbeautycommunity@gmail.com. Share your desire to share your untold story as a guest. All you have to do is visit daretoshare.co, scroll down to where it says submit your story, and select submit now. And share today's mental beauty tip with a friend or a loved one. Spread mental beauty, stop the stigma. All right. Once again, thank you for being part of the Dare to Share Your Untold Story podcast, mental beauty segments, and embracing the uniqueness of the mental beauty rethink, which allows us all to have a voice in breaking down the barriers of mental stigma.